deck, feel the ocean breeze. Every drink we take puts our minds at ease. From rum to champagne, yeah, we live in the vibe. Sips on ships, baby, it's a whole new ride. Sips on ships, toast to the night. Flavors of the world, everything feels right. Raise your glass, let the good times flow. Sips on ships, let's go, let's go, let's go.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl T with Adventures of Spirits, and welcome to Sips on Ships, where we review all of the cruise bars amongst the cruises. Right now, we're focusing on Carnival. But guess what? I cruise, I review bars, but I've been on different ones. But guess what? There are others that, hey, it's all in their name. And y'all know them as Carnival Cruise Addicts because they're the best ones to tell us about the drinks and the bars on Carnival. So I'm about to bring them to the stage so you all give them a round of applause. What's happening?
Cheers!
How's it going? How's it going?
Hanging in there, Miss Tanya. How are you this evening?
I'm doing good. And look, I see y'all got y'all cups and chairs in, and I got me a cocktail from the Red Frog bar. This is the one that would come from I guess it come from both of them, since we'll be reviewing the Red Frog bar, and then that's on the Lido deck, and then the Red Frog pub, which is where all the special rums are located, which Chris and Liz can most likely talk highly of those, especially Chris, Mr. Rum Man over there. So I'm pretty sure what are you drinking, Liz? You're drinking what?
Well, today I'm drinking my vodka and grape raspberry ice. But
Okay. Chris, what are you sipping on?
A Puerto Rican spiced rum from Costco, which is actually really good. Delicious.
Okay.
Nice and dark. It's got a good body to it, delicious.
Okay, well, I'm drinking a runner jumper from the Red Frog bar on the Lido Deck's menu. So that's what this is. It is actually very refreshing.
it looks it.
Very tasty. I know usually most people will put, if you put the spice rum in there, it gives it a different flair, but I just use the clear, plain white Bacardi rum. So just do that. But thank you all for being here again. I can tell you that there are individuals that are saying that they've been enjoying the segments and getting a lot of knowledge from you all in reference to it, because I can honestly tell you this bar that we're about to talk about today, I only usually go the day of sail away. I very seldom do I even return to it. I'll go to the Red Frog pub. I think I maybe ate there once, and I drank there twice. But what I did was I went and got the drink and left. So I never really had a chance to sit and actually enjoy it on the cruise ship. But I have been in it, like, where were we? Were we in Dominican Republic? I think it was, where they have it like on their little strip. It's like a freestanding restaurant. They do have those. And I did go in one of those. So, but I just haven't had a chance to really sit and enjoy the atmosphere. And from what I understand, they have live music sometimes.
Mm-hmm. They do have music, yeah. And they also do trivia and, quite like karaoke in there sometimes.
Yeah. There's a huge difference between the Red Frog pub, which is on some ships, and the Red Frog bar, like you said, which is on Lido deck, Huge difference between the two. The pub itself is a pub. They used to do pub grub, and they haven't done it in a couple of years since COVID. And it was great. You get grouper bites, cheese curds, and a couple other weird.
They stopped it.
Yeah, they stopped
don't do food anymore.
It was delicious. It was so good.
You mean the one on the Lido deck?
No.
The one the pub. Okay.
Yeah, the actual pub itself.
Why did they stop it? Did they say, did they not get a lot of business or a lot of people, or?
It was as soon as the pandemic ended, they stopped serving food.
Okay.
So I'm guessing it just wasn't worth their while. But they do have like, what do they have there? Foosball, they got shuffleboard, they got darts. Like it is a fun,
like
atmosphere.
a pub.
Yeah,
it's an actual pub. They got tons of seating. Like Liz said, they do karaoke there. They do trivia depending on the ship you're on. It's really a great environment, and you go down there and I wouldn't say it's packed. There's a decent amount of people in there, so it's a nice interaction with the rest of your cruisers. As to where the one on Lido deck, which we go to all the time, is a grab and go type. So you have a takeout restaurant and a sit down restaurant. If I'm going to put it into a food,
okay.
Thing.
Well, we're going to get to the pub because I know the pub has a lot more to offer. So we're going to start off with the place that most people, when they get on the ship, this is the one place where people migrate to, and that's the Lido deck, ready for the sail away. And usually it's those 2 Lido bars that are packed to capacity. So share with me, when you first get on the boat, is and let me just ask this, yes or no, is the Red Frog bar one of your number one go-to bars first after the Atrium bar?
Well, actually, so after muster,
okay,
yeah, we always do the muster first. Get that out of the way. There's nothing hanging over your head. You're not going to be on the announcement. Get it done. Move on to
and then we'll drop our bags off, and then we go right to Lido to Red Frog. And we do get the drink of the day, which is basically a rum punch.
And that's been our tradition for almost 60 cruises now. Back in the day, the muster station was different, so we go up there and have quite a few drinks. But now we go do our muster, and we go up there just for tradition. And you see it in our intro, those 2 drinks, the little red drinks. That is the thing we do pretty much every time we get on the boat, muster, and right up to the Red Frog bar on Lido deck.
So let me ask you this. So that drink, because believe it or not, that is, I think I've only gotten the drink. Well, no, it was maybe twice. I very seldom, like, it already have in my head what I want from the bar. So every time they walk around, I'm like, no, I don't want that. I'm going here. But what is the name of that drink? So the last few times I've been on Carnival, and because I asked them, what's the drink? And this is what made me get it. And it was Kiss on the Lips was the name of it. Is that the drink of the day that you all, or is it just whatever they make that day?
It's a rum punch. I'm looking at the menu. I think it's like Red Rum Treasure or something. It's some sort of rum punch.
It's called the drink of the day. Back in the day, they used to do a different drink of the day every day. And the Red Frog
or Fun Ship Special.
Yeah, Fun Ship Special. Yeah. But now it's that one every time. It's very sweet.
It's very sweet.
Very sweet.
I can only pick one.
Yeah. But the alcohol content in there is it's up there. I mean, so if you had 2 or 3 drinks of the day, you're
on the floor.
Yeah. You're having a good time, because they do not shy away from the liquor in there. It's normally a couple different types of rum, and it's strong. It's really strong. Yeah. So that's why we always did that as our starter, because a couple minutes in, you're like, hey, we're good. We're on vacation.
Okay. See, so I had the Kiss on the Lips, which was the drink of the day, and it was in like a Red Frog souvenir cup, basically like a regular sip cup. That's the one on the video I was fighting away the bee that was trying to sting me. But that was actually very good. Now, TJ had 3 of them. So that would explain quite a few things. So I'm glad you said that, because I'm thinking, you barely drunk anything. You drunk that little frozen drink they gave you. But if you're saying it's because of the amount, okay, got it.
Yeah, they stiff, whether you're getting the frozen one or the over ice one. We do the over ice one. And Kiss on the Lip is normally like 2 different drinks in one, but they still, on day one, they have a lot of alcohol in them. So yeah, that would explain it.
They were trying to get everybody ready for the sail away.
It's day one, baby. We're on vacation.
Yeah.
So, Okay, so when you go to the Red Frog Pub, so is that the only drink you get, or are there other drinks at the Red Frog Bar on the Lido deck that you get? Because there's been quite a few that, whether it's been me or someone else, that they pretty much said they like all of the drinks. Were there like, what are maybe your top two, or you only get the drink of the day?
So Chris likes the Frog Island iced tea because like he'll drink anything that's kind of like a Long Island, but not, iced tea. For me, I'm honestly like I will drink that one drink there, and then I like to go to other bars because I don't like rum. I don't like
She doesn't like sweet drinks, So she'll go to the rum bar and order a vodka soda with 2 limes. So, but you like what you like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
They have a great drink selection, and for the Red Frog Bar, it's on Lido deck. You know what I mean? So you want something cold, something refreshing, something light. You know what I mean? Because people are dancing around you. If you're up there during the deck party, good luck to even get to the bar. But yeah,
yes,
yeah.
Carnival does it right when it comes to deck parties, and they have 2 bars on there. And the Blue Iguana and the Red Frog, and they are just packed. And when that deck party hits, good luck.
Yeah, but it's a vibe, right? It's a feeling and energy, the music playing.
It's vacation.
Yeah.
So I just had some, candid pictures, Red Frog Rum Bar is basically what it's called. It is very simple, and you're right. People should know that when you're getting on the cruise ship, especially the day of on embarkation day, this bar you will not see it like this at all.
No.
This is filled with people from the bar all the way to the outer skirts of the bar, all the way along the back, all the way to guys. Well, depending on what side it's on, Guy's Burger or going to the buffet. It is packed behind there. And of course, you got the upstairs where you can just look over. There's no bar upstairs though. But I have seen on one where there is a like it's the bar and it's duplicated upstairs and downstairs. What ships is that?
So the Excel class ship. All Excel class ships have a 2-level. They call it a tiki bar, Red Frog Tiki Bar.
Yeah, so you got the rum bar downstairs and a tiki bar upstairs. It's not open anywhere near the hours of the regular rum bar. But it is amazing. They make the same drinks. Yeah. I think they make quite a few more drinks up there, if you ask me.
It's the same menu.
But their liquor selection seems to be larger, but it is packed. And you get to look down on the Lido deck. Like if we're on an Excel class, if we're going to watch the sail away party, we're at the top bar. And because you can see down, and it is just amazing really cool. Amount of fun.
Yeah.
So you get the seats where it's like, it's in front of the bar, but it's against the balcony where you can just sit and
overlook
your table and look.
You can even get those seats. You can never get those seats. We're normally standing behind people that are standing behind people. I'm a little taller, so I'll grab the camera from Liz so I can actually, film the deck party. But yeah, it's packed. It's a great time. I love that part of the Excel ships.
Okay. I can tell you that rum bar gets a lot of reviews, and that's the type of bar where I hope that the bartenders that they have behind there can keep up with the expectations, because
they're normally the top notch ones.
Oh yes, most definitely. It is.
I mean, they also have the old classic cowbell, for a good tip or an extra tip.
Yeah.
And they are pumping. I mean, their memory, my retention is not good. So, I mean, they will literally walk through 5, 6, 7 people and get all the drinks, put them out. I'd be looking at the first one going, did you want a beer or a water? I don't know how the order, And they're amazing. I think they put some of their top-notch bartenders there, because you'll see the same bartenders there at the more popular bars inside the ship as well. So I think they put the best of the best there.
So unlike, which we will eventually get to, the other bar on the Lido deck, they have actually, like little snacks and stuff off the side, but this Red Frog bar does not. on the Lido deck, right?
I haven't seen snacks in a long time. I feel like because it's community sharing, they stopped it. But I do know that they do sell the popcorn for the movies at the Red Frog bar. Yeah. I mean, it's like $4 or whatever it is, but like
whatever.
I think they stopped it because of people germs, you know.
I mean, imagine some guy just like did a little this and then reached in and grabbed the nut, and then you're gonna grab the nut after seeing this. You know, no. I don't want that, and I'm totally okay with them not doing it. I'll be honest with you.
I don't blame you because on one of your yakety yaks, you talked about disposable gloves
today,
and you're right. It's like
I'm okay with that.
Right,
I will be the weirdo in the buffet line with a glove on because I don't know what that guy or girl's hand just was before I got to that. You know. Like, hey, how you doing? Oh, I want some potatoes.
Or scratching their butt, just
exactly. And then, that smells like crap. Oh, let me get some sausage, you know. I should have showered. I didn't. I'm gonna get some potatoes, man.
Yeah. Anyway, so I think they stopped the snacks.
Okay. Well, I guess we can fairly say that the Red Frog Rum Bar is one of the prime locations on embarkation day and probably any sea day on the Lido deck. It may be one of the first bars outside of the atrium lobby bar, depending on where you get on the ship that people come. And that we know is going to be packed and crowded, which means you need to pack your patience when you are waiting for a drink. So sometimes it's very good. It may be very good to get a nice little cash tip and give it to the bartender. So when they see you, you can just go like this and they'll just fix it for you and just reach over and give it to you without this whole big crowd in front of you. So
you don't even gotta say nothing. If they know your drinks, even after one or two, because their memory is amazing, you can just go like this. And he knows if he sees me and Liz, you know, here's a beer, here is a vodka soda. They know it. So you want a little extra cash in there? That helps.
Cash is king.
So let me ask you this, because I know you all get on very early. And you know what? TJ and I got on very early one time so far, and I think we'll continue to do this again. I think we got on early twice now as of today. And I can tell you, the food and the salad is glistening. Like, it is very different to seeing the food before it's been picked over.
Yeah.
After it's been picked over. So, so the bar, like, at what point is the bar usually jumping? You know, like, is it, okay, people start boarding about 10:30 or whatever, unless they got some sweet or whatever, they may be getting on at 9. No, anyone tell? Is it like 11:30? Is it 12:30, 1 o'clock? When do you think it's like the most packed on the Lido?
Think actually it's like closer to like 2.
Yeah.
Okay.
2 or 2:30. I think if you go before that, it's not as crowded. We usually if we can get a drink in our hand before 11:30, we're pretty happy. Well. Yeah.
So I mean, I'd say a little bit earlier than what Liz said, because like noon to 1-ish, everybody's starting to get on board. They're calling a lot more zones, and anybody if it's not their first cruise, they're going straight to the Lido deck to get a drink because they know they're going to the Atrium Bar or the Lido deck. Because depending on your ship, it's Atrium Bar right there, or you're going straight to Lido because all the employees are going, oh, you want Lido? And they go right to Lido. They walk out, they go left, right. There's 2 bars. Let's go get a drink. So yeah, it gets packed 11:30 to noon. Definitely brings some
it's not that bad though, because people are going to eat. Most people
will actually right to the buffet
and eat first in the buffet, or they go to Guy's Burger.
Yeah,
but you know,
we need a drink first.
We need a drink first. Yeah.
Hey, I don't blame you. I don't care if it's 10 o'clock in the morning, because even at the resort, that's when the pool bars open up. At 10 o'clock, yes, I just finished a mimosa for breakfast, so I already have my little startup. So let's go on and get this day.
You guys open? I need a drink.
Like, come on now, you're taking too long. Put the liquor out.
Yeah, we've been on the boats early enough to where we were quite literally the first ones on, And we go right up there, and they're still setting up. And they know they're open, but they're still setting up from the night before. You know what I mean? And they look at us, and we're like, sorry, but we do need a drink. It's like, I got you, you know?
Right. Okay. So now we're going to venture off to the Red Frog Pub, which is different from, well, similar but different because it gives you a wider variety of the actual options that you have for the rum. They also have activities as well as entertainment. And since I haven't had the time or the pleasure of actually experiencing the Red Frog Pub, as much as maybe I would say I've done the bar on Lido more so, and that hasn't been a lot versus the pub. But the pub here, this is what, usually the entrance looks like. It varies. And you got here in some areas, this is more like towards like inside, the sit down area. What else? Then you have some of their, example of their cocktails and
The
big
fish bowl.
The fish
That's
bowl.
a fish.
the big fish bowl. Now
Yeah,
tell me
that's
this.
one
So
straw.
what's
It's
in that?
like 4
Do you
straws.
know
What's that?
what's in that?
I mean, you can get multiple things in a
Yep.
fish bowl, like their specialty punches and rums and like things that they have.
They can do a margarita in there. They can do a Long Island. So they can make any of their drinks for the most part and put it in a fish bowl. But I think it states on the menu it's a 4-person drink. So
Ooh.
yeah.
I don't know if is it 2 or 4?
2 or 4. Oh,
Either way, but it's
huge.
massive.
It's huge.
And it'll definitely
It'll
get
fish
you
bowl you.
going. Yeah.
See, I've been missing out on some stuff. I need to. The next one I get on, I'm going in there and I'm going to sit down and I'm going to enjoy it again because I remember eating in there, which brings me to this picture, and it was good. It's
It
good.
was
It's
good.
good. And I remember eating that, and my husband had, I think it was some sort of chicken, and my cousin had, what did she have? She had like a, I don't know. It looked almost like a sandwich, but I can't remember what it was. But it was a very, very, very long time. And this was the closest picture that I can find that I remember this food item. It's not my personal picture, but I remember this. What are your thoughts on the food there at the Red
like I
Frog
said before, they stopped serving the food.
Yeah.
So it was disappointing. Like they haven't brought it back after the pandemic.
Yeah, they called it pub grub. And
Yeah.
it was amazing. They had grouper bites, they had French fries, they had fried coconut shrimp. It wasn't a big menu, but it was really good. And they haven't brought it back. And it kind of pisses me off because I'm not a big meal eater. So I can go there and get, the grouper bites and some French fries, and it's a nice snack. But they're not doing it. And that's a good question for Mr. Heels.
We're gonna have to.
We're gonna have to put that on the Heels, John Heels. Yeah.
Yes.
Why not do it? Because the kitchen for most of them is right there. The galley, because they're normally like deck 5-ish, 3-ish, give or take that area, and that's the same thing as same deck as the galley. And so they brought it up really quick, and it was delicious. So write that down.
Okay,
We're gonna have to do a John Held question ourselves.
Okay. Hey, some more yakety yak, y'all.
Yeah, with our own question.
Yes.
That would be interesting.
So in the Red Frog Pub, what are some of the activities and things and the entertainment that you can get today?
So usually they have trivia.
Yep.
And then they also have karaoke, and they do they'll do like a Thriller dance class.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, okay.
They're like,
Yeah.
So they do a lot of activity because it's a pretty big spread out area.
Yep.
And then they have a lot of card tables. People do dominoes.
Yep, they got domino tables. You can get the dominoes from the bartender, so you can play some dominoes. They have foosball.
Yeah, shuffleboard.
Shuffleboard.
Yeah, I mean, but
darts.
there's live music at night every night. It's a fun place to hang out. The bars are usually pretty big.
Yep.
So there's plenty of seating. And like once you go in there, you meet your crowd, then you kind of like hook up with them like throughout the cruise. So
Right.
it's a great place.
Who'd you hook up with?
Not that kind of hookup.
Oh, okay. I
Oh
thought it
my
was
God.
But yeah, no, it's a really cool, it's a pub environment. And John Heald says all the time he wants to get darts in there. And I agree, plastic tip darts. They're fun, but they don't have them. And but overall, you know, it's a huge area. They have obviously, like Lisa, a large bar, and they have servers that will serve you throughout the tables in the bar. So in the evenings, it gets packed and it's fun. It's really a good time. It's like going to a local pub by you or a local bar by you and just hanging out with your friends to meet new friends. So I like it. I really enjoy it.
Minus the bites.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I mean, because this is how I look at it. When you have a place like that, anytime you're serving a lot of alcohol, you have to have something at least with carbs to serve people. Even if it's just, hey, all we have are chicken tenders, French fries, little veggie bites or whatever for people who don't eat meat or whatever, you know, like just a little selection or like little sandwich things or whatever. And then that way people can just still eat and drink. Because if they drink and drink and have nothing to eat, guess what they're going to do when they get hungry? They're going to leave, right? They're going to leave and go someplace else. And they may come back, you know, but by the time they get that food, by that time they may say, I'm going to the room. You know, they might not come back.
One of the things that Carnival has started with their room service is you can actually use the Hub app and order. It's a limited menu, like pizza and wings, but order it anywhere on the ship.
Yeah.
So if you're at a bar, you can order food, pizza, whatever. So that's just good to know.
Yeah.
You know, so you don't have to leave. If you want to pay like $5 for a pizza, they'll deliver it to you at the bar.
That's a great call. Yeah, they'll geolocate you where you are on the ship, and they'll do room service to wherever the hell you are. So if you're in the Red Frog Pub, you can have a pizza delivered from the Pizza Pirate or whatever pizza place is on that ship.
Yep.
So when did they start this? When did I miss this? Because I've been missing out on that.
I don't know. Maybe like a year. I know Scott did a video on it. But we saw one of the John Heald questions was that somebody was mad because they delivered it in the theater.
They're in the middle of a show. They're delivering pizza. You know?
I mean, it's kind of like, oh, that's kind of clever, but it is also kind of annoying and distracting.
So, but it's not expensive. You know, it's like whatever, $6 or $7 for a pizza and a $5 delivery fee, which you pay on land. You know, so if you're in the Red Frog Pub and you need a snacky, go to the Hub app, do what you got to do. It'll ask you where you are. It'll confirm, and they'll send it right to you.
Yeah.
Nice. See, I know on Virgin they do that. I did not know they did that on Carnival because I'm wondering if they had that available on the Celebration or not. I think I missed that.
Oh, they do. That was one of the ships that originated. I think in Mardi Gras they started it on for the random delivery, and then they went it throughout the fleet. So
something to note, because now the pizza place, I know we're talking about bars, but like drinking and food go hand in hand.
Correct.
You know how the pizza places close early, and you know, and they do the late night buffet. Well, pizza is 24/7 in the app.
Yep.
It's not the same pizza,
it's
but
okay.
It's okay pizza. So that's good to know.
Yeah.
Okay, so which pizza is the best pizza? The pizza at the pizza kiosk or the pizza they deliver?
It depends.
It depends on the ship. We've had some pizza on the ship from the Pizza Pirate or whatever it may be called on that ship, and we're like, this is okay. And then we got the room service pizza and went, bang! This is amazing, and vice versa. So, I mean, at the end of the day, if you're ordering a pizza at 2 a.m., who gives a crap what it tastes like? You're hungry. You need to eat something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You got a lot of drink. You got to put something in that tummy before you hit the bed and wake up in the morning and go, oh my God, my head's killing me. But ultimately, They're both good, honestly. We've had good and bad experiences on both.
Look, my view is even crappy pizza is good
still
pizza.
Yeah.
Like at the end of the day,
it's like saying you had bad baking. How is that possible? There is no such thing.
Right. Well, see, the only pizza that I don't like is the one that look like they just put chunks of mozzarella and you see the individual.
That's a margarita.
I'm like, margarita.
Yeah. Don't order a margarita because they use fresh mozzarella in slices. So
yeah, you want it spread out evenly.
I want it spread out.
Yeah, I'm saying that the more cheese, the better. I mean, if there's
and
like
put it to the edges. Put it to the edges of the bread. I don't need a lot of crust on it.
Give my brother some cheese. I like cheese. My cholesterol has confirmed that.
Now I love the little chicken tenders, the little chicken nugget tenders they have at the late night buffet. Yes, I get a bowl of those and get the Tabasco sauce and just douse it on them. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh my gosh, it's so good. Oh, okay. I know
about the late night buffet, but it's got I call it stoner food. You know, it's just that nice salty, meaty stuff. You know, I like it.
Just need something to soak up the liquor from the bars and the pubs.
Yes, ma'am. That's right. Yes, ma'am.
So, the last thing about the Red Frog Pub, what type of options do they have for the rums? And I know you're a rum person, Chris. So what are the rum options that you've seen on there that you feel are very good, especially for it to be on a cruise ship?
So it depends on what type of rum you want. I mean, they go from the basic white rum to your your high end. Like I love Flor de Caña, and they almost always have a Flor de Caña on there, and they'll have the 4, the 8, the 12, the 18, and sometimes the 21, depending on the ship and availability. And so I'm a rum sipper. I like a neat rum, room temp, no ice. So I'll go there and get a Flor de Caña 21, and it's not that expensive. So a Flor de Caña 21 750 will normally run you 89 to 129, depending on where you are. And so you get a shot of it there, or a neat, and it's like 12 or 15 bucks. It's actually really cheap. And that's personally what I enjoy, is just sipping a nice rum. Right. So if you like a sipping rum and you like different ones, and they have a ton of other varieties that I can't remember, nor am I mentioning, but they had, I mean, last time, I think the top, not even the top shelf, second to top shelf, had 6 or 7 different 18-year-old rums. And, you know, they had the Zacapata, I think it's called, which is a 22-year-old rum.
Yeah.
And delicious, and they have those there. So if you like a mixed drink with a high-end rum, they have it. If you like a neat like I do, definitely go to the Red Frog Pub. It's not available anywhere else on the ship, which pisses me off because I'm a casino guy. You know, so I'm in the casino, I'm playing cards, I'm playing slots, you know, and I'm like, hey, can I get a Flor de Caña 21? No, that's only available downstairs. And I'm like, oh, you know, so now I got to go downstairs and get a drink. Occasionally, you will get the server that's like, I got you. I know where it is. And they will literally walk down the entire ship, go to the bar, and come back and bring it to you. And that's where you bring
a tip them.
Yeah, you bring that extra $5, $10. Like, yo, here you go. Thank you, my man. Thank you, my lady. And yeah, so you can ask them, hey, can you go down and do that for me? And some of them will. Some of them like, oh no, I can't do that. I can't leave the casino. And some of them be like, yo, for $10, I got you. I'm going to get it, you know. But yeah, so for the rums, that's the best part.
So do they have? I'm gonna name a few, and let me know if you've seen it there or not. Do they have Appleton Estate?
They do, multi-year.
Do they have Diplomatico? That's a Dominican rum.
I don't recall seeing that one.
I mean, I'm sorry, Venezuelan rum. Sorry. I got it from the DR, but it was Venezuelan rum. Do they have Cachaça, Brazilian rum?
That one I think I've actually seen.
Okay, because then that
Rings
means
a
they
bell.
can make a caipirinha, which is a Brazilian version. Like that's their version of a margarita. It's so good. Oh, it's so good. Very limey. Very limey. Like I can drink that. I can drink 2 of those and you're gone. You're done. You're done after 2 of them. 2 of them. Do they have Goslings?
They do have Gosling.
Okay. Do they have
For
Ray and
sure.
Nephew?
They do have Ray and Nephew Overproof.
Ooh, they have the overproof.
They got the
That's
126, baby.
That's probably what they're putting in the rum punch, which is sending everybody over the damn top.
Well, no, they definitely had. I won't say every ship because it's depending on availability. You know what I mean? But they definitely had the 126 Ray and Nephew Overproof. That is a Jamaican rum that is just like, bam! You can light that on fire. That's how high the proof is. Yeah, I know.
Ooh, okay. Well, it sounds like look, for those of you who are into rum, that's the spot to go to.
Yeah,
you know,
hit
no
the
different
Red Frog
than
pub.
no different than going to the Alchemy Bar and you are a whiskey, bourbon, or a vodka buff. You're gonna get a lot of those other supreme type liquors at some of those bars. So get on down to the Red Frog Bar or the Red Frog Pub if you like those high-end or different types of rums that they have. Now I'm curious. Now I'm going to have to make it my business to spend some time there next time. Definitely.
Well, even the Red Frog Bar on Lido Deck does have Gosling. That
Okay.
I can confirm.
Okay, and I know they have bat juice, right?
Yep.
Okay. See, and you know what bat juice is.
Bacardi.
Yeah,
That's what he's drinking.
did I tell you that I was like this old before I had a friend, Shanae, the one that I usually drink with sometimes. She would, for the last 12, 14 years that I've known her now, talking about bat juice. And I used to just think it was like a concoction that like she would mix or something. It's the damn symbol for Bacardi. Do you know all these years? I thought it was an emblem. I never knew it was a bat.
Oh, because in Nassau, they used to have a Bacardi store, and we bought a bunch of Bacardi stuff from there, and then it burnt down, I think.
Yeah, so random thing most people don't know about Bacardi. It's produced originally in Cuba. They got kicked out. They went to Puerto Rico. But most of their dark, anything 4 years or older for Bacardi rum is produced in the Bahamas.
Really?
Yes, ma'am. They produce it there. They age it in the barrels there. So your white rums, your regular Bacardi Gold, that's produced in Puerto Rico. Most of your Ocho or the Años is produced in the Bahamas. I didn't learn that until I looked at the bottom, and I'm like, in Nassau, Bahamas, I'm like, I go to Nassau all the time,
Right.
in the Bacardi store. Yeah. So a lot of the dark rums for Bacardi are produced in the Bahamas.
See, now that I know that, and I'm pretty sure the cruise ship will go to Bahamas at some point again that I get on at some point. I'm going to have to look for that because I thought that it was just in Puerto Rico.
Nope. Even the stateside ones. Look at the darker rums. Normally, like I said, Año 8, the Ocho or 8 or above, those are produced in the Bahamas. So I don't know if they distill them in Puerto Rico and then age them in the Bahamas, because the Puerto Rico distillery is in and out. It's a white rum. It's very quick. It's easily distilled, and they move it out. And then the other ones they do in I want to say an oak barrel for the gold, which is less than a year rum. That's why you don't see a year rating on the bottle. Once you hit 4 years, some of them even 2 years, they'll put the rating on the bottle that it was aged in X of barrel. So whether it be oak or different, types of barrels, that's where you'll see that on the label, because they're proud because it's been sitting there for X amount of years.
Spoken like a true rum drinker.
Who knew?
I'm a rum guy. Sorry.
Who knew?
That's what I'm talking about. Look, I I know none of that because I don't drink a lot. If you notice, I don't review a lot of rum. It's only because it gives me a headache, depending on what kind of rum, especially the spiced rum. I drank Captain Morgan one time and I thought I was going to die the next day. I don't know why.
Got a Costco, Tanya, go get they have a Caribbean rum. It's made in Puerto Rico, actually. But it's very clean. It's not it's not Captain Morgan. It's Captain Morgan's not that good. That's a mixer. You know what I mean? Right. That's a light rum. But it's very smooth. It's very sweet. It's like a Florida Cana 4 or 8, so it's got that floral note to it, which I love when it comes to rum, and a lot of rums have that. But yeah, it's good. We'll have to send you a bottle. I don't know if it's legal to send a bottle through mail.
I don't know.
No, you got to send it through UPS or FedEx when it's a bottle, like a full bottle and stuff like that most of the time. But some people do it. They just don't get caught doing it through the post office. But yeah, they're not. You're not supposed to. Most of it is because they want to make sure that a person who's underage is not getting it. So you just need something where they have to sign for it to say it's for you. So so like if you ordered off something through Amazon or whatever, because they usually have those deliveries, that you have to show them ID, or whoever's at the house have to show ID that they're old enough to get it from them, and they have to take a picture. So whatever. But thank you both for talking about Red Frog Bar, because Red Frog, I'm so glad, and I'm like, well, they're gonna know, because especially since Chris is a rum buff. Okay. I knew that, but I'm going to have to spend some time at the Red Frog pub specifically and enjoy some of that, because I do like the pub atmosphere. And I guess because I'm always focused on other things, I'm always at Alchemy, that I just don't go anyplace else, because that's where I'm stationed all the time, except on a celebration. They got some good bars on that celebration.
Yes, it's a different vibe than the Alchemy. Yes. Alchemy is
that's speakeasy to me. Alchemy says speakeasy to me. It gives me that vibe there. All they need is the lights are already dim. They just need like their own secluded room or something. Like bring the piano bar out and put Alchemy inside, and then it could be a nice little speakeasy or something. So.
Red Frog's more of a relaxed environment where you're just going to go chill, have a good time, meet some friends. You're going to play some games. There's no games in Alchemy. There's a bunch of games in Red Frog. And like Liz said, they host a bunch of different things. So it's a different environment. And I don't think it's utilized as much as it should, because people think it's a rum bar. It's kind of boring. It's really, it's a good time. It's fun.
Yeah, they need to add some scotch in there or something. They might get a little more.
They do actually have some scotches, because I like scotch too.
Okay, all right. Well, Liz and Chris, thank you again for joining me and collaborating in reference to these cruise bar reviews. We have the next one coming up is the Blue Iguana. Right, it may be little, but it also got the little bites and stuff station that's usually right next to it. And we'll see what next bars we'll be reviewing. But as of right now, thank you all so much. Those of you who have not gone over to Carnival Cruise Addicts channel, you will get valuable information, get answers to your questions. They also have vlogs. They travel. They are what's in their name, Carnival Cruising Addicts. Want to know something about Carnival Cruising? Go on, shoot them a comment. Go on, shoot them in their DMs. They're on Facebook. They're on IG. You on TikTok?
Yep.
Okay, because I don't really do TikTok too much.
Yeah,
so,
no.
We don't do it.
Yeah,
we're on it.
They're everywhere, but cool couple, cool beans. Look, be yourself. They're ones. Get on there, look that over, especially the Yakety Yak. Go on and tune into that, and you can also catch them on Match Game. You can also catch them on Thursday. Sometimes you see them with Controversial Cruising, which I usually sometimes cross their names.
Everybody does.
You know why? Because you see one, you see the other one. You see the other one, you see this one. So that's how it is.
That's us.
All right, everybody. You all have a good night. And in the words of my hubby, Timmy, live your best life.
Yay.
Bye.
This one's for my crew, my inner vibe. Exclusive moments where the spirits collide. You're the ones who ride through thick and thin. Spirit members, let the show begin. Spirit members, this time's for you. VIP love for the chosen few. Let's sip, let's vibe, it's your special space. Spirit members, welcome to the place. Ooh.